The Mesut Ozil saga has finally come to an end with his move to Fenerbahce, and the Gunners take on Newcastle United at the Emirates tonight. Hi and welcome to Stay Gooned. I hope you're all doing well and keeping safe. This is the Red and Whiteboard Show, bringing you Arsenal news and views. It's Arsenal versus Newcastle tonight at 8 PM in the Premier League. Another important game as we look to climb up that table. It will be far from easy. We struggled to break them down when we met them in the FA Cup recently, needing extra time to eventually overcome them. And we've struggled in our last league game too against Crystal Palace, a boring 0-0 draw. So perhaps there will be need for some changes tonight, and I'm going to be doing my predicted lineup for the game. But before we get to that, let's discuss the Mesut Ozil story. He's finally departed us with his move to Fenerbahce to be finalised today. Arsenal and Ozil have come to an agreement to terminate the remainder of his contract, the details of which are not entirely clear, but I'm sure there's going to be a bit of give and take on both sides. So then, after 7.5 years at Arsenal, how will Mesut Ozil be remembered? We all remember the euphoria when we signed him back in 2013 on deadline day for what was then a record £42.4 million fee. Has he lived up to the expectations though, and will he be considered a club legend? I'd love to hear your views in the comments. I'm sure there'll be a mixed reaction. I can't remember a player that's divided opinion as much as Mesut Ozil. Let me know down below in the comments, and while you're there, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. It would mean a lot to me and it does help the channel to grow. My view on Ozil is that he hasn't reached the heights of our past greats, the likes of your Henry, Vieira, Adams, Ian Wright and Bergkamp and many more. Ozil can't be thrown into the same bracket as those guys, but for me he is a legend of the Emirates era. He came in at a time when the club was down and going through a trophy drought, and he lifted us and played a major role in breaking that drought and helping us to 3 FA Cups in 4 years. He also had that amazing season where he would have broken Henry's assist record if it wasn't for Olivier Giroud's horrific dry spell at the end of that season. He had a great on-field relationship with the likes of Ramsey and Alexis Sanchez, and he did seem to be a popular member of the dressing room throughout his time. It's gone downhill for him for the past couple of years or so. The decline began towards the end of Arsene Wenger's reign, and it just got worse under Unai Emery and now Mikel Arteta. This is the best thing for Arsenal and for the player. We can finally move on. Thank you to Mesut for all the good things you've done for us on the pitch, and I for one wish you all the best. But who will replace him? It's clear that we're lacking in the creativity department, and with 2 weeks of the window left, we have to address this. Emile Smith-Rowe has been excellent recently and is a very exciting prospect for the future, but I echo the thoughts of Jube, who said in his match reaction after the Palace game that we need to bring in a top creative player and have Smith-Rowe playing as his backup, and we just can't rely on Smith-Rowe alone. By the way, if you haven't seen his reaction, go and check it out now. The link is on the screen now. If you would also like to get involved and send in a match reaction after tonight's game, the details for that is on the screen also. Right, let's get to the match then. How should we line up for it? It all depends on the fitness of a few players. Leno will be in goal. Pablo Mari is definitely out of the game, so I would bring back Gabriel in his place alongside Rob Holding, who's been really good lately. If Tierney is fit, then he must start. He was a massive miss against Palace, and Ainsley had a bit of a mare in his place. But I would actually start Ainsley at right back, where he's a bit more comfortable. Thomas Partey had a good 20 minutes or so when he came on against Crystal Palace, and I'd start him and pair him up with Joe Willock and give Willock a bit more of a license to get forward. Emile Smith-Rowe should continue as the number 10 with Saga on the right. Both of them were below par in the last game, but they're our best options currently. On the left side, if Martinelli is fit, I would start him. Aubameyang needs to be taken out of the firing line. Nothing seems to be working for him at the moment, and he's a shadow of his usual self. And I'd continue with top scorer Lacazette up front. I think he could really benefit from having Smith-Rowe and Willock running beyond him and linking up with him. That's my lineup, but I think Arteta will be slightly different with the team he goes with. I think he'll stick with David Luiz and Rob Holding at the back and Hector Bellerin at right back. Partey will play, but he'll play alongside Xhaka, and Aubameyang will not be dropped and he will start on the left side. That's how I think we'll line up tonight. Let me know down below in the comments your lineups and your score predictions also. It's going to be another tight game, but I'm going for a 1-0 to the Arsenal. Hopefully we can get the win. That's just about it, folks. Thanks to everyone for watching. Remember to hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up wherever you are in the world. Stay safe and stay gooned.